Sarah, do you have a minute?
Yeah, what's up?
I've been worried about you lately. Haven't heard from you much since you announced the wedding date.
Been busy with wedding planning, that's all.
Sarah, are you really okay? If you're struggling with money, we could help out with the wedding costs, you know?
Huh? We're not having any trouble with money or the wedding costs. Why are you suddenly asking?
You don't need to pretend everything's fine with me. I'm your sister.
I'm really not pretending anything. What's this about?
You don't have to put on a brave face. I heard Jack messed up big time at work, and now he's being demoted to some remote office because of it.
Demoted? What are you talking about?
Tom told me everything. His friend at Jack's company says it's really bad.
What exactly did Tom's friend say?
It's a transfer from headquarters, and I bet his salary's going to take a huge hit. And just when you were finally going to have your wedding this year, after saving up for your 10th anniversary wedding celebration, now it's all ruined because of this remote office demotion.
Wait a minute, what are you even talking about?
What do you mean?
Jack hasn't been demoted or had his salary cut, and our wedding preparations are going fine.
Oh no, you haven't heard anything yet. Or maybe Jack's desperately trying to hide it from you. I mean, being demoted to some remote office is pretty embarrassing to tell your wife.
What?
Look, I know it's hard to accept, but you need to confront him about this.
There's nothing to confront him about. Where is all this coming from?
Tom told me about it. Apparently, his friend works at Jack's company. Everyone knows Jack's totally incompetent at work, right?
Excuse me?
You can't keep defending him forever, sis. This isn't the first time he's messed up.
When has he ever messed up? This is the first I'm hearing of any of this.
He's always getting yelled at by his boss, disrespected by his colleagues and juniors. Then he finally snapped and angrily submitted his resignation letter, right? But apparently he came to his senses right after and desperately begged on his knees to take it back. They agreed, but in exchange, he's being sent to some remote office.
That's impossible. Jack is definitely not incompetent.
What, are you saying Tom's friend is lying?
Either that or the story got twisted somewhere along the way. What I can tell you is that Jack isn't incompetent, and he's definitely not being demoted.
Why would Tom's friend make this up? He has no reason to lie.
I don't know, but what you're saying isn't true.
You are trying so hard to defend your husband. It must be tough being married to an incompetent man, sis. I'm so glad I married Tom. He works for a big company, he's successful, and we had our dream wedding right after getting married.
I keep telling you Jack isn't incompetent. How dare you talk about my husband like that?
Don't get so defensive. I'm just stating facts.
These aren't facts. You're just repeating gossip. You should show a little more consideration.
Huh? Just because he's my sister's husband doesn't mean anything. There's no reason to respect such a boring, plain, antisocial guy.
What did you just say?
Come on, you know it's true. He barely talks at family gatherings.
That's because you and Tom never give him a chance to speak.
Well, I guess he's perfectly matched with my plain, boring sister.
Excuse me?
I'm just being honest. Someone needs to tell you these things.
No one asked for your opinion about my marriage.
You should ask Jack about the demotion soon. I mean, you probably don't want to follow him to some remote location. And let's be real, once you're divorced, a plain, boring divorced woman like you won't have any chance of remarrying. You'll be alone forever.
I'm done with this conversation.
Don't blame me when everything falls apart. I tried to warn you.
You haven't warned me about anything. You've just insulted me and my husband repeatedly.
Fine, stay in denial, but don't come crying to me when you're stuck in some remote town with your failed husband.
Don't message me again until you're ready to apologize. Jack, there are some horrible rumors going around about you.
What? Horrible rumors about me?
I just got a call from my sister Amy. Apparently, her husband Tom's friend works at your company. He told them you're being demoted to some remote office, and the reason for the demotion is absolutely ridiculous.
Oh, is it the one where I'm called incompetent, lost my temper, and then submitted my resignation only to beg for it back?
Wait, you knew about this?
Yeah, it reached my ears too, but don't worry about it, Sarah. My bosses and seniors are probably just spreading made-up stories for fun. It'll die down eventually.
What do you mean? Why would your bosses do something like that?
They're probably just jealous. I hit it big with my investment and decided to quit, remember? Plus, I'm moving to Hawaii with my wife. They're probably annoyed about it. They looked really frustrated when I handed in my resignation.
Oh my god! What ridiculous people! They're spreading rumors because of something like that?
That place was full of bosses who just dumped their work on me, seniors who took credit for my work, and colleagues and juniors who blamed their mistakes on me. Yet they kept calling me incompetent while using me whenever it was convenient.
Seriously? I knew it was bad, but I didn't know all of that. Why didn't you tell me sooner?
I didn't want to worry you. They've been doing this for years, but I was focused on our bigger goals.
When you put it that way, it really was a terrible workplace. You definitely made the right choice leaving.
The work itself was rewarding, but I was reaching my mental limit. Fortunately, that's when the investment paid off big time, though it was just Bitcoin that I bought for fun going crazy.
When did you first buy it? I remember you mentioning cryptocurrency years ago.
Back when everyone said it was worthless, I just thought the technology was interesting.
It's incredible, isn't it? Turning $1,000 into $1 million.
I still can't believe it myself. Apparently some global investor bought in for fun. The news spread like wildfire and the price skyrocketed. Thanks to that, I could decide to quit and chase our dream of living abroad. Feels like I used up all my lottery winning luck in one go.
So they're spreading these lies because they're jealous of you, and somehow the story reached Amy.
Who would have thought Tom had a friend at my company? Small world, isn't it?
I should contact Amy right away. She was laughing and looking down on us so much. I need to tell her the truth.
Hey, why don't we just leave it be? There's no need to correct them.
Huh? Why not? If we leave it like this, they'll keep looking down on us, on you, and I hate that.
Think about it for a moment. What good would telling them do?
At least they'd know the truth.
But you know, Amy and Tom have always looked down on us anyway, calling us plain and antisocial. Tom's always bragging about his salary and expensive watches.
Yeah, now you say that.
Every family gathering, remember last Christmas?
When he kept showing everyone his new Rolex.
I'd just brush it off saying, that's nice, because I don't care about that stuff. Those two probably just need to look down on others to feel good about themselves. Imagine telling them about the investment success and Hawaii move. Even my former colleagues and bosses are causing trouble with their jealousy. To be honest, who knows what those two might do?
You think they might try to interfere with our plans?
They've always tried to one-up us. Remember when we bought our house?
When they suddenly decided they needed a bigger one too? Yeah, I get what you're worried about. They'd probably pry into every detail and make things complicated.
Better not to poke the hornet's nest. Let's just ignore it.
You're right. Once we're in Hawaii, none of this drama will matter. I don't care what rumors spread or how much they look down on us.
Though it might be hard to hide the move from family, should we stick to the plan of announcing it at our Hawaii wedding?
Yeah, that sounds good. My parents are pretty laid back about letting me live my own life, so they'll probably find the surprise announcement fun.
My parents are similar, so let's ignore the weird rumors and focus on our preparations. Moving to Hawaii, having our wedding there, we've got lots to do.
Have you started looking at shipping companies for our furniture?
Already got 3 quotes. We can review them together tonight.
Perfect. Let's focus on our future instead of their drama. Amy Amy, are you at the airport? The driver should be there to pick you up.
Why would we be at the airport?
What do you mean? You're supposed to be arriving for the wedding today.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're not at the airport.
Amy, where are you? Don't tell me you're lost in Hawaii.
As if we do something so lame. We just didn't get on the flight to Hawaii yesterday. We're still at home.
What? Why didn't you get on the flight? It's our wedding day.
Don't act so surprised. We thought about it carefully.
Thought about what? You RSVP'd, yes, weeks ago.
Because I feel sorry for you, sis. I thought not attending might help you. You'll save some money on the wedding costs if we don't come, right?
Huh?
You should be thanking us for being so considerate.
Considerate? You're skipping my wedding without any notice?
To think that my plain sister and her husband would try to have a Hawaii wedding. Just because you're finally having a wedding doesn't mean you need to show off.
We're not showing off. This is what we wanted for our celebration.
But with Jack's demotion and big pay cut, we thought we'd help you save money where we can.
We're not showing off at all. You're worrying about nothing.
Oh, wait, I just figured it out.
Figured what out?
Oh, I get it! You're copying us! Since Tom and I had our wedding in Hawaii, too! You must have been so inspired by our gorgeous fancy wedding!
That's not it either. Hawaii just happened to work out for us.
Sure, whatever you say. I know it's embarrassing to admit you're copying your little sister.
You clearly don't believe me at all.
But even with us helping you save on wedding costs, are you really going to be okay? It must be tough for a demoted couple living in the middle of nowhere.
What?
Just trying to help you face reality.
There's nothing to face. You don't know what you're talking about.
Our wedding cost nearly $100,000 total. The famous venue, travel, and accommodation for all the relatives. I could afford it because I have a husband who works at a prestigious company. But it must be hard for you with your incompetent husband.
You really can't stop looking down on us, can you?
Don't be so sensitive. I'm being a caring sister.
This isn't care, it's condescension.
What? I'm genuinely worried. Are you sure you can afford a luxury Hawaii wedding? I heard just renting a famous hotel there for a day cost like $20,000.
We're not renting a venue.
Huh?
We don't need to rent anything. We're having the wedding at the house that we bought in Hawaii, so the wedding costs are actually pretty reasonable.
Your house in Hawaii?
Yes, our house.
Stop joking around!
I didn't realize you were so concerned about us, but there's no need to worry. Though while the wedding costs are low, buying the house was expensive.
Wait a minute, what do you mean you bought a house in Hawaii? You didn't buy it just for the wedding, right?
Of course not. We bought it for our new life together. We're moving to Hawaii.
What?
We're announcing it to everyone after the wedding. It's still a secret from our parents.
What's going on? You guys are supposed to be moving to some remote location because Jack messed up and got demoted. How did that turn into moving to Hawaii?
Well, Hawaii is technically an island too. You could call it remote.
What?
I might as well tell you everything now. That story you heard from Tom's friend was completely false. Jack didn't beg to take back his resignation. He quit for good. Then we decided to move to Hawaii together.
What?
I don't even want to explain why your friend lied. It's too ridiculous. Just ask them yourself.
This has to be some kind of joke!
It's not a joke. You're just upset because your gossip was wrong.
Wait, I can't keep up. So it wasn't a demotion to some remote place, just Jack quitting and suddenly moving to Hawaii? This is all too crazy.
Moving to Hawaii has actually been his dream since childhood, so when he quit, we decided to make that dream come true. Luckily, he made it big with his investment, so we have the funds to live quietly together in Hawaii.
Made it big with investments?
Well, you can ask your friends about those details too. Anyway, the wedding's about to start. I'm going to enjoy our home reception party.
Wait, don't ignore my messages!
I need to go. My perfect Hawaii wedding is starting. You know, the one you chose to skip.
Sarah, pick up your phone! Sarah, this is important! We just got tickets for a flight to Hawaii. Tell me your address. Where should we go when we arrive?
Don't bother coming. Go home. The wedding's over, and there's no need for you to come.
You can't be serious. We're your family.
Family who chose not to attend my wedding.
Even if the wedding's over, the party must still be going on, right? Let us join for just a little while.
How long do you think it takes to get from your nearest airport to Hawaii? Everything will be completely over by the time you arrive.
We can still celebrate when we get there. We're bringing champagne.
The celebration is for people who supported us, not those who mocked us.
But I want to see your house, and Tom wants to hear all the details. We heard everything from his friend. Is it true you made $1 million from investing?
Yes, that's true. That's why we decided to move to Hawaii.
Why didn't you tell us sooner? We're family.
You didn't act like family when you were spreading rumors about us.
I can't believe you and Jack had such amazing foresight. Sarah, please let us come. We'll even bring a proper wedding gift.
We don't want it, and seriously, don't come. After how you both acted, Jack and I have made a decision. We're going to keep our distance from you two for life.
You can't mean that. We've always been close.
Close? You spent years looking down on us.
What? You mean you're cutting ties with us?
We plan to stay in Hawaii and never return to the States. So yes, we're cutting ties. We don't plan to ever see you again.
You're being ridiculous just because you got lucky with some investment?
This isn't about money. It's about respect.
What's with that? How dare you cut ties with us? Don't get so full of yourselves just because you made some money from investing. You're both plain boring and dull. You can't compete with how luxurious my lifestyle is with Tom.
Excuse me?
You'll regret this. Hawaii isn't some paradise.
We're well prepared for the challenges.
Don't get carried away just because you're moving abroad, just because it's Hawaii. I heard moving abroad is super difficult. That $1 million will probably run out quickly and you'll come crawling back to the States.
Well, I can't deny that possibility. The cost of living is quite high here. That's why we plan to keep working even after moving. Actually, right after Jack quit, he got an offer from one of his former clients' CEOs. He's been hired to work fully remote from Hawaii.
Hired to work fully remote from Hawaii?
Apparently, he was their account manager at his previous job and really hit it off with the CEO. They told him, "I've always valued your work and wanted you to join us." It was such a great offer.
Oh!
And actually, it's the same company where Tom works, looking forward to being colleagues, though apparently in different departments.
No way! The same company as Tom? But that's a popular corporation that only hires top talent!
I guess your incompetent brother-in-law isn't so incompetent after all.
But Tom said...
Well, if their CEO personally headhunted him, I guess that means Jack is incredibly talented.
Oh no, Tom just collapsed to his knees next to me. He's muttering, "This can't be happening."
What's with that reaction? Isn't it fine if Jack works at the same company?
There's something you should know.
What now?
Apparently there's more to it. Tom's company actually banned remote work. They recently changed their policy from remote to mandatory office attendance based on performance metrics.
But Jack got full remote permission.
That's the thing! Remote work is only allowed for their most exceptional employees. Tom has applied for remote work multiple times but keeps getting rejected.
So that means Jack is more valued than Tom? Wow, Jack really is amazing.
Can I ask something? How much is the annual salary for this full remote position? Since it was a direct offer from the CEO, I'm guessing it's pretty high.
I only heard rough numbers, but I think it's around $200,000.
That's double what Tom makes!
Oh, really?
How can that plain boring Jack be such a high achiever?
He's been working hard towards his goal of living abroad since he was young. He built up his track record so he could perform well in any job, anywhere. I'm happy he's being recognized for his efforts. Of course, I've been working hard to keep up with him too. That's why I also found a job that allows remote work.
What? You're both working remotely from Hawaii?
This should help us maintain our lifestyle. We'll work hard to keep enjoying our life abroad.
How did my boring sister get such a perfect life?
Maybe if you'd spent less time looking down on us, you'd have noticed we weren't so boring after all.
That's not fair. Living abroad, living in Hawaii, that's such a glamorous lifestyle. It doesn't suit someone as plain as you are.
What?
It's not fair, not fair, not fair! You're supposed to be plainer than me. Don't live a more glamorous life than me.
If you think it's unfair, why don't you do it too? Aren't you the one who always gets men to buy you whatever you want, whenever you want? Why don't you try the same thing? Ask Tom to move abroad with you.
That's...
I don't care if you look down on us or envy us, but no matter what you say, I'm going to live the life I want with Jack. Since we'll never meet again, you can cry all you want in the States. Take care, Amy. We plain boring couple will work hard together in our own way.
Wait, Sarah, don't block me!
After our parents enjoyed our wedding and new house, they returned home. They apparently kept telling Amy and Tom about how amazing everything was, especially bragging about how the ocean view from the garden was incredible. They told us to visit any time. I'm so proud of my daughter. However, Amy and Tom weren't amused at all. They apparently rushed to invest more than half of their savings, saying, "We'll make profits right away too." But since we haven't heard any boastful messages from them, it seems they haven't been successful.
Thank you for watching till the end. If you felt good about this video, like the video. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the comments. Subscribe too. Your likes and subs lead to our motivation. We have so many videos on our channel as well, so go ahead and take a look. See you in the next video.